Right now at 6, we're keeping our eyes on the sky. Western Wisconsin getting some much needed rain.
And what's next for Coulee Region schools? Districts where referendums passed are looking forward to putting those plans into place.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Amy DuPont. We had a pretty warm day, but things are changing quickly.
News 8 Now meteorologist Eric Dean is in to give us a taste of what we're in for tonight.
Yes, it is. Long story short, we are dropping those temperatures substantially. We were in the 60s and 70s today. Eau Claire made it to 69. La Crosse actually made it to 69. We tied a record step back in 2016. Viroqua made it to 67. Decorah made it to 68. Rochester made it to 66. Red Wing made it to 70. And outside, we're seeing temperatures in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 170 on the map, and that is Green Bay. We're sitting at 66 in Volk Field, 47 La Crosse, 45 Winona. Remember, last hour in La Crosse, we were at 52. You can see where that front is as it slowly pushes its way through the Coulee region. And you can see City Cam, we're still seeing clouds out there. Temperature, like I said, 47 degrees, and with that wind starting to pick up. This is the number you want to dress for if you have any plans tonight. 41 degrees. Our humidity is sitting at 77%. Now, coming up in the First Alert forecast, Ken and Amy, we're going to talk about the main players associated with this front. And I'm going to tell you this right now. We're talking temperatures in the 20s and 30s, and we're talking feels like temperatures, some places in the single digits and teens. Ooh. So we'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm not here for that.
Ooh, wow. Yeah.
That's a severe drop. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
On Tuesday, voters statewide approved more than 60% of the school referendums on the ballot. In the Coulee region alone, 3 multi-million-dollar referendums are going to move forward.
News 8 Now's Dua Israr spoke to 2 Coulee region schools that are thanking their voters for investing in education. Good evening, Dua.
Amy and Ken, the school districts of Holmen and Bangor have started designing some of the improvements and repairs their schools still will need. This is just the start of using the roughly $100 million voters approved. In the state of Wisconsin, education funding can be a guessing game.
The funding system for the state of Wisconsin is definitely broken.
The cost of education often ends up in the hands of voters.
The only way to get that additional revenue is through referendum.
Thank you, everybody.
On Tuesday, Holmen voters approved a $74.5 million referendum and a $650,000 recurring technology referendum.
So thankful that the community is allowing us to move forward with these projects.
In Bangor, voters approved a $24 million referendum.
It was an awful lot of excitement for our community.
The first step after a referendum passes is creating a blueprint for improvements.
The rest of the year will be all about design and getting ready for those bid packages to go out.
While the process has started, residents of Holmen and Bangor won't see improvements for a few years.
We're hoping to have substantial completion of all projects by the time school starts in the fall of 2024.
Wow. Especially our students. They thought the equipment was going to come the day after the referendum was passed.
Both districts say although approving a referendum is a long process,
it's going to take a few years to complete all the projects.
None of it would be possible without voter approval.
I can't say loudly enough to our community, thank you for the support.
Staff at Holmen and Bangor say the funding will help the current buildings last for several more years.
Thank you, Dua. Now, according to district officials, neither of those referendums will have an impact on this year's tax bills.
Well, turnout for the November election was high. More than 80% of eligible La Crosse County voters did cast a ballot. Now, that's just below 2020 turnout for the presidential election, when voter turnout was up to 88%.
Governor Evers, who won re-election Tuesday night, wasted no time getting back to work. The governor visited with students today at La Crosse's Summit Elementary and even joined them for lunch and recess. Evers, a former teacher, says visits like these put everything into perspective.
Sometimes they'll talk about not having enough books or not having this or that, but at the end of the day, I think primarily it's just a reminder of how important school is to their future success.
The governor also made a stop at an Oshkosh Elementary.
The newly elected Hennepin County Sheriff is making history before even being sworn in. Dewana Witt is the county's first sheriff of color and first female sheriff. Now, Witt once lived in government housing and became a mom at just 15 years old. She eventually graduated high school in 1992. She hopes that her story will inspire others to rise from adversity and achieve big dreams.
Growing up as a little girl, I never saw myself in this field, and just to know that
I'm actually where I'm supposed to be. You know, this is my purpose. And then to be someone who can represent people that look like me as well.
As Sheriff Witt will oversee 800 employees and serve the more than 1 million people who live in that Minnesota county.
The Viroqua Police Chief Richard Needfelt is on paid administrative leave.
Viroqua Mayor Justin Running confirmed to News 8 Now after a months-long external investigation, he filed disciplinary charges against the chief. Mayor Running says he is hoping for a resolution on this, quote, sensitive matter, but would not comment on the nature of the charges.
News 8 Now will, of course, continue the story and follow us for more updates. The trial of a former lacrosse pediatrician accused of sexual assault is delayed. Joseph Poteruca is charged with 3 counts of first-degree child sexual assault of a child under the age of 13.
During a hearing today, the prosecution told the judge she's waiting on evidence from the crime lab.
Given the request of the mother of the victims, I can understand the stress that they'd be going through, having to wait that long.
We are waiting for some evidence to be processed by the crime lab.
Poteruca returns to court in December for a scheduling conference.
A Wisconsin nurse is charged with elder abuse after cutting off a patient's foot. Investigators in Pierce County say last May, Mary Brown amputated the hospice patient's foot and told her coworker she wanted to display the foot at her family's taxidermy shop with a sign saying, "Wear your boots, kids." Less than a week after the amputation, the 62-year-old man died. However, the criminal complaint did not say the amputation caused his death. A nursing assistant told investigators the man said he could feel everything and it hurt very badly. Brown has been a licensed nurse in Wisconsin since 2020.
Wisconsin's DNR has released a draft of a new management plan for the state's wolf population. It is the first in 23 years. Now, the old plan called for a 350 animal cap. The new plan eliminates the population goal. The population right now, roughly 970 wolves. Hunters have used the population cap argument to justify high quotas in the past. The new plan rids them of that argument. So instead, the DNR will monitor local populations and decide whether a population reduction is needed or if the population needs growth. The DNR is taking public comments on this draft for the next 60 days.
Heads up to drivers who use La Crosse's South Ave. It's going to be closed between Green Bay Street and Ward Avenue by 9 o'clock Friday night. Now, that closure is expected to last through the weekend while crews do some sewer work. Drivers are encouraged to use Jackson Street and Losey Boulevard instead. Still ahead, developing young thinkers. The Rotary Club releases the 4th edition of their book to help parents.
And the Veterans Breakfast at UW La Crosse returns. Those details next.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 cash allowance. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash.
The holidays can be a busy time of year. Well, I'm going to let you in on my gifting secret for a stress-free holiday season. Nothing says happy holidays like a gift you make yourself. Just add those personal touches to really make it special. And you don't have to be a professional to spread holiday cheer.
Gifting has never been easier with holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. With prices ranging from $1 to $20, they're available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Yum, yum!
La Crosse is the place with this culture-loving, friendly people.
Maestro Alexander Platt with the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra.
Live musical performance is a participatory art form. And that's so incredible about music, that the audience is literally playing a role.
Join the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra Saturday, November 12th for Made in America, sponsored by Advisors Management Group Incorporated. Tickets available now at lacrossesymphony.org.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our fall freezer filler bundle. Call and order yours today. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
A new book designed to improve your child's development is also uniting the community.
In a special ceremony today, the Rotary Club of La Crosse released the newest edition of The Brain Game, a resource book designed to help parents and caregivers with their child's development. So the book includes activities and other tips for development stages up to 3 years old.
Rotary Club members were inspired to write the first edition more than 20 years ago, and they believe it has been very beneficial to area parents and children.
We know that the parents are the prime actors in a child's life, but we look at the community as being the supporting cast. And our whole attitude is we want every child to succeed, because if the child succeeds, then the community succeeds.
Each new mother who gives birth at either Mayo or Gunderson will get a free copy of that book. We'll post a link to more information about the book on news8000.com.
After a 2-year break, the UW-La Crosse's Veterans Day Breakfast is making a comeback.
10th annual event will be held tomorrow at the Mitchell Hall Fieldhouse. The breakfast will feature a keynote speech by a Vietnam veteran, and 5th graders from Northwoods Elementary will be performing some songs.
So the breakfast starts tomorrow at 7:30. The program begins at 8:45. Breakfast free and open to all vets and their guests. There's free parking available right across the street from Mitchell Hall in Lot C2.
Still ahead tonight, the science behind making sure food sources last well into the future.
Plus, a La Crescent school shows off its new water-friendly garden.
And we made it 69 degrees this afternoon at 12:53. 49 is where you should be for this time of year, and I hope you enjoyed the temperatures because they're going to be dropping substantially tomorrow. Details on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to gear up for changing conditions on and off-road. Get great deals on our most capable lineup of Ford SUVs, including Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport. Both rated 2022 IIHS top safety picks, and both designed to give you greater confidence. Hurry, Ford SUV season will end soon. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail order bonus cash on a 2022 Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport, only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Stay warm and cozy this winter with La Crosse Fireplace Company and receive 26% federal tax credit. Wood stoves with a modern style like the Quadra-Fire or the classic look from Vermont Castings. La Crosse Fireplace Company has the stove to fit your style and needs. Purchase before the end of the year and receive a 26% federal tax credit on the entire package and installation. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the limited time Hog Heaven pizza for just $12.99 at papamurphys.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we honor those who have served and sacrificed. And to show our gratitude this Veterans Day, we're offering a variety of deep discounts throughout the store, like 25% off Duke Cannon products, inspired by soldiers benefiting veterans. Special buy men's Cat steel-toe boots, just $59.99. And all Goodyear tires are on sale. Get up to $100 in rebates when you buy 4. Plus, now through Saturday, all veterans and active military members get an extra 10% off their entire purchase.
FlexSteel, furniture for living, furniture for life. On sale now at Drury's in Fountain.
We didn't forget about the crumbs at the bottom of the bag. We're just prolonging our time with every last bit of crispy, juicy tender.
Enjoy the crispy chicken sandwich and pair it with medium fries and a $1 any size Diet Dr. Pepper.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Protecting the world's food supply is high on the agenda at a climate summit in Egypt.
In neighboring Israel, scientists are now turning to DNA from crops to try and keep food on the table.
Preserving the future of agriculture starts with a walk in the woods for botanist Alon Singer. He's looking for ancient crops growing in the wild in Israel. They're exposed to all the diseases and changes and therefore have all the resilience we're looking for, he says. Singer is part of an effort to help secure the world's food supply with a unique seed bank.
We are located within 3 continents, Europe, Asia, and Africa, making this very small land of Israel a hotspot of biodiversity.
By harvesting wild crops in this biodiverse hotspot, scientists are saving and studying their DNA, pinpointing special characteristics that make plants resilient to climate change.
Plants are being exposed to different environmental conditions. These exposures gives us different traits, and we will need as many traits as possible.
Traits that can be added to various crops to help them survive hotter temperatures, extreme weather, and pests. So far, tens of thousands of types of seeds are being collected and stored.
We want to make sure that our next generations will have the tools to cope with all the changes that will come.
Scientists trying to preserve the past to protect the future of food. Ian Lee, CBS News.
World leaders are set to discuss the impact of climate change on agriculture on Saturday.
Closer to home now, a La Crosse area conservation group is highlighting a local elementary school for its water-friendly landscape.
La Crosse Area Waters dedicated new signage to the Jane Hamo Rain Garden at the La Crescent Hoka Elementary School.
So the garden is run entirely by volunteers and is specifically designed to take water from the school's downspouts and distribute it equally to all the plants. The elementary school principal hopes the signage can now help educate students about protecting a critical resource.
They've got a variety of species of plants that are identified on the signage, as well as really the purpose of this place is outlined on the sign so that they know what we are trying to do here is be good stewards of our environment.
The school also has a typical garden, a sensory garden, and a natural playground.
A lot of nature. COP says since coming out of the pandemic, the school wanted to be more purposeful with the kind of outdoor features that they offer their students.
And that rain garden, getting some rain
yeah.
today. Some heavy downpours in certain spots. Eric Dean is tracking those numbers.
That's right. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, the rain is now pushing its way out of the Cooley region, and right now we're seeing part 2 of this weather, this crazy weather system pushing its way through. We're sitting at 47 degrees. It feels like 41 out there. Humidity is at 77%. Winds are out of the west at 13 miles per hour. So you look at this map, okay? We're seeing temperatures in the 60s and 70s just to the east of the Cooley region. Green Bay's at 70. Beaver Dam's at 64. We're at 47 in La Crosse. Preston's at 37. You go to Mankato, 32. Mason City's at 33. We take a look at the radar scan, so we see that precip pushing its way out of the Cooley region. We're going to be left with cloudy skies for the evening and overnight hours. Not going to rule out a stray shower or two, but the heaviest band is now off towards the east. So let's go ahead and take a look at the temperatures across the area. So Chicago's at 69, we're at 47, Fargo's at 24, Rapid City's at 13. This is the front. I want to draw this out in a feels-like perspective. Look at this. So our feels-like temperature in Chicago, 69. Omaha's 27. 5 below in Rapid City, 2 in Billings. Matter of fact, Omaha, 34 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. That is the cold front, and that's going to push its way through as we go into the overnight hours into tomorrow. So yes, we had temperatures in the 60s yesterday and today. After today, we go into the weekend, we're going to see temperatures going into the 30s starting tomorrow. Below normal temperatures, that's going to be the rule for days. Not just tomorrow, not just the weekend, but all of next week. Monday, we go to 36. Wednesday, 35. By Friday, we'll see highs in the upper 20s to low 30s. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 20s will greet you. 23 in Eau Claire, 24 Winona. La Crosse will go to 25. Double Deuces, 22 in Decorah, as well as Viroqua. Sparta's going to make it to 21. Same story in Black River Falls. Here's Sky Tracker. Now what I did, I added the wind chill on here. So follow this as we go into your evening and overnight hours. Our wind chill in the teens and 20s. This is tomorrow at 2 a.m. As we go into the 6 o'clock time frame, Preston 9, Rochester 7, Eau Claire 14, 16 in La Crosse. We take a look here at the 10 o'clock hour. There you go. Increasing clouds. Feels like temperature is going to stay in the teens and 20s. Some places on the high end may not see temperatures above freezing, but that feels like temperature is going to stay well below freezing. That's the number you want to dress for tomorrow if you have outdoor plans. And that trend is going to continue for Saturday going into Sunday. Highs tomorrow in the 30s. Preston, you'll see temperatures in the upper 20s to low 30s. Decorah is going to hover around freezing. We're going to hover around freezing in La Crosse, Sparta, Viroqua. Black River Falls, you'll go to 36, 34 in Eau Claire. The first alert forecast for tonight. 25 degrees. The thunderstorm chances will diminish. We're going to be left with cloudy skies, just downright chilly. Winds will be out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. We're going to hover right around freezing throughout the day tomorrow. The clouds will increase throughout the afternoon and early evening hours. By Saturday, we go to 35 degrees. I want to break this out really quick because some places, especially towards the Eau Claire area, where they're going to see that high of 33. Same story in Winona and Preston. Some places may not see temperatures above freezing, and that trend will continue for Sunday. We start to warm up a little bit Monday and Tuesday. We're going to add a little bit of a snow shower in the forecast Monday night, Tuesday morning, but then by Friday, Ken and Amy, highs will be in the upper 20s to low 30s. That feels like temperature will be in the teens. The bottom line, make sure you dress for temperatures in the teens tomorrow.
Oh boy, football.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a big day for football.
I
Yeah,
know.
Rob Schiff in the back.
snow on Monday. What a way to kick off next week.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
all right.
man.
Just
All
the
right.
messenger, though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Coming up in sports, the ultimate team player.
We will put the spotlight on one of Onalaska football's unsung heroes and how his example advances a strong Hilltopper culture.
Whether it's windows or doors, siding or sunrooms, baths or kitchens, we've got you covered with our on-staff installers, plumbers, and electricians. Don't lose sleep trying to coordinate it all yourself. We're here to take the pain out of your next remodel. Call or visit today.
Come in and be inspired. Find the perfect gift or treasure for your home. Curated offers a large variety of carefully selected items in all price ranges. Curated, the La Crosse area's full-service interior design studio and retail boutique. 320 Pearl Street, La Crosse.
At Batteries Plus, we power family road trips. We power bedtime stories. We power our local hospitals. We power connections with friends. We do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. How powerful is that? Need a phone fixed? We got it. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland, as in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
The power to change your future is now. The new F-150 is here. Be one of the first to drive the latest, most advanced, best-selling truck for the last 45 years. Custom order your F-150 today. Now lock in 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail order bonus cash on a 2023 Ford F-150. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Come in and be inspired. Find the perfect gift or treasure for your home. Curated offers a large variety of carefully selected items in all price ranges. Curated, the La Crosse area's full-service interior design studio and retail boutique. 320 Pearl Street, La Crosse.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Football is often referred to as the ultimate team sport. 11 players on a field at once, and if you don't do your job, it all falls apart. Our own Kane Overton tells us why sometimes the most important pieces of a team don't get all the shine on Friday nights.
Onalaska football has racked up 12 wins and 0 losses on the year. Week after week, getting big wins. A big part of their success comes on the practice field.
Our practices are extremely focused. We know what we need to do. Each rep is crisp.
Where guys like Ronnie Brockway get their shine.
Oh, it's so fun.
He went out for football for the first time since 5th grade, and little did he know he would become one of the most important practice guys.
I just love it. I love my teammates. I love my coaches. And it's just, I love playing scout. And it gets me better personally.
But maybe more importantly, it gets his teammates better. Day in, day out, no complaints. He's just doing everything he can to give the guys the best look.
It's what makes the program good is when those guys take that job seriously. And the guys know everybody has a role, and your role might be a scout team player, might be a starter, but every one of them is important.
Sometimes hard work pays off. Ronnie's effort was noticed by the captains, and they chose him for their Thursday tradition of pounding the rock.
The theory behind it is that someday that rock's going to break, and it's because of all the swings that came before it, not the one that actually broke it.
When I heard Yash say my name, my heart dropped. I did not know I was going to swing it, and I don't know, I just love it, and I was so happy all my teammates were supporting me and everything.
A good team needs good practice, and that's what guys like Ronnie bring every day. Reporting from Onalaska, Kate Overton, News 8 Now.
Now, Ronnie's teammates have paid him back all season long by getting big leads and giving Ronnie a shot at taking the field on Friday nights. No game bigger than tomorrow night. The Hilltoppers' first ever appearance in Level 4, and it comes against the team they opened the season with, West Salem. Hilltoppers Panthers from Logan High School. The winner heads to Camp Randall next week for the state title game. Guys, I'm already excited. I feel like I'm playing in the game.
Yeah.
The game is not for 24 more hours, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be freezing.
Yes.
And it's huge because this team, West Salem hasn't lost since that night, so it's a huge game for both teams.
I don't know what to do.
I know, you've got split loyalties.
I do. Oh boy. We'll figure out tomorrow what color I wear.
Yeah, okay. There
on
you
the
go.
desk. We'll
Good
see.
judge.
All right, we'll be right back.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page or find us at news8000.com.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Why wait until Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Get break-down the door savings on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. Save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100. Buy one item, use one coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Did you know Master Force has thousands of tools at Menards? Any tool you want, we have. There are hammers, drills, pliers, levels, wrenches, grinders, sanders, compressors, nailers, workbenches, blowers, chainsaws, floor jacks, knee pads, work lights, fans. And that's just a taste. Come check out the wide range of products from Master Force, exclusively at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome the holiday season into downtown La Crosse by taking part in the Holiday Open House with Downtown La Crosse merchants Friday, November 11th. Begin your holiday shopping by buying local at Curated, Fazy's, and Duluth Trading Company. Downtown La Crosse merchants thank you for your business and encourage you to support local businesses. Happy holidays.
Take a look at the next 8 days. We'll see temperatures in the mid-30s. Feels like temperatures tomorrow in the teens. Bundle up.
Oh boy. Thanks, Eric.
We'll see you at 10.